Oh snap, Glaze is going live.
Hey, good day, good day, good day, good day, good day. Hey, thank you for joining me. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for joining me. Just in case you're joining me for the very first time, I'm your host, the one they call Brian Glaze Gibbs. And what I do is I talk about the good, I talk about the bad, I talk about the ugly. What I want you to do, anybody that's not familiar with me, you know what? Google the name Brian Glaze Gibbs. And as you can see, that right now, when I was young, between the age of 14 and 24, I was a lost, sick individual. I was like Young Thug. I was like Gunna. I was like a lot of these young knuckleheads that didn't have no true identity with life, that took life for granted, that was picking up the brick, throwing at the prison wall for absolutely nothing, trying to get rich by die trying. But you know what? Here it is with these young individuals, they somewhat different. Because once again, they was able to make it out of the hood. They was able to use their talent. They was able to use their lyric. They was able to get the heck out of the hood. And sometimes when you get out of the hood, you got to stay gone. You can't come back, or you can't, continue to live a certain lifestyle. You know, you already a millionaire. You already escaped. You already beat the odds. Sometimes you got to stay gone. So today, what I'm going to talk about, the two-face of Jeffrey Williams, a.k.a. Young Thug. Young Thug, right now, Thursday had a bail hearing. He had a powerful bail hearing, and he had so many people come and testify on his behalf. So right now, to me, I'm confused, because if you listen to Kevin Lyles, and you listen to that young boy, or you listen to people that testify on his behalf, they make it seem like Jeffrey Williams, aka Young Thug, is really a Boy Scout. He's really a Boy Scout. If you listen to the words that came out these individual mouths, and you see, wait a minute, hold up. How in the heck, if you listen to these individuals, the people that talk about Young Thug, Jeffrey Williams, right now they painted a picture. This kid is an angel. So how in the heck this individual is sitting behind bars facing life for racketeering, RICO Act? I'm confused, folks. So to me, is it one minute he's this perfect Boy Scout, he's this gentleman, he's this innocent individual, or by night, guess what? He's a monster. I'm confused. It's allegedly he's supposed to order somebody to shoot at somebody's mom. What, YFN Lucci? Come on, folks. I don't know. I don't get it. So right now I can only imagine, because once upon a time, I was in a predicament. Whereas right now, I had a hell of a reputation. And sometime right now, perception is everything, folks. Perception is everything. Perception is everything. Young Thug denied bond after hours-long hearing and racketeering case. Atlanta rapper Young Thug was denied bond Thursday following an hours-long hearing in the Fulton County racketeering case. The rapper, whose real name is Jeffrey Williams, pled not guilty during the hearing, but a Superior Court judge ruled he must stay in jail, siding with prosecution, who raised concerns about witness intimidation ahead of trial. Judge Glanville denied bond, even though Williams' attorney promised to hire a team of off-duty law enforcement officers to monitor his activity 24 hours a day during home confinement. A number of witnesses testified in support of the hip-hop star as he watched remotely from a small room at a Cobb County detention center for nearly 10 hours. Attorney Brian Steele said Williams offered to be placed on house arrest at any one of his 4 Atlanta-based homes before trial. Listen, folks, he got 4 Atlanta homes. Wow. But yet and still he's sitting in a jail cell. Look how fast life can turn and change on you just like that, within a blink of an eye. Here it is. This man got 4 houses, probably all mansions. But yet and still he got to sit in a jail cell, in a nasty, dingy jail cell. For what? Folks, be careful of our action. Still say his client was also willing to wear an ankle monitor, undergo regular drug tests, and surrender his cell phone and passport. All he would want, his attorney said, was access to an in-home recording studio. Such an undertaking likely would have cost Williams more than $1 million a year, Still say, but it would get him out of Cobb County Jail cell where he spent more than 22 hours a day in protective custody. That cell will break a person's spirit, still say. For the second time, prosecutor Don Cleary raised concern about the safety of the state witnesses. We have evidence and information of even more threat, he said, of our witness in this case are being threatened with violence, serious violence, and death. Meanwhile, the judge also heard from a youth football coach who said he would be able to run his team. He would not be able to run his team if it wasn't for William's generosity in the Southwest Atlanta community. The rap star regular buy jersey and clothes for the children while encouraging them to stay in school and out of trouble, say Jamil Mitchell. A lot of people look at him as a motivator, Mitchell say. We could bring hundreds of people in the community and they will all tell you the same thing. Kevin Lyles, a longtime hip-hop executive who co-founded the 300 Entertainment record label, has worked closely with William for years. Tear up while addressing the judge. I'm kind of emotional because of how good this guy is, say Lyles, who was willing to put up his own property as collateral in exchange for William's release. He's like a son to me. Prosecutor alleged William is the leader of YSL, Young Slime Life, which they say is a criminal street gang responsible for much of Atlanta violence in recent years. The leader, the top dog, the most dangerous man here is Jeffrey Williams, Gary say, because he doesn't have to get his hands dirty. He has other to do his business. Attorney for the defendant continued, YSL or Youngster Life is simply a record label, not a street gang, as prosecution alleged. Rapper Yaki Gotti, whose real name is DeMonte Kendrick, was also denied bonds. He faced a murder charge in the 2015 killing of Donovan Thomas, an alleged rival gang member. Young Thug and fellow Atlanta rapper Gunna, whose real name is Sergio Kitchen, was among more than 24 people charged in the 56-count indictment last month. The musicians are accused of conspiring to violate Georgia criminal racketeering law, but the indictment outlined more serious crime allegedly carried out by their associates, ranging from drugs possession to murder. Prior to William Bond's motion, prosecutors tried unsuccessfully to disqualify Steele from representing him in the case. Prosecutor Elizabeth Rosenweiser argued that Steele had represented several co-defendants in other proceedings. Such conflicts, she argued, should be addressed quickly since the state planned to offer a plea deal to some of the 28 defendants if they agreed to cooperate. If defendant in this indictment wish to cooperate, we are willing to offer a deal, Rosenweiser told the judge. Our concern is that as a leader of the gang, maybe some of these individuals will be influenced. The judge ultimately denied the motion to disqualify Steele, but say he reserved the right to revisit any potential conflict as the trial date nears. The trial date is scheduled to begin January 9th, 2023. So we looking at right now is it's June. So here it is, July, August, September, October, November, December, like 7 more months. In addition to racketeering and gang charge, the 30-year-old William faced 7 counts stemming from his arrest and the subsequent search of his Buckhead home. Warrant alleged police found nearly 1,300 grams of marijuana, 31 bottles of syrup, and 6 guns, including a 9mm Glock. Okay, with an illegal converter switch that transformed the semi-automatic pistol into a machine gun. Police say they discovered 20 bottles of YSL slime drink containing THC. Still say there was other people in the home and denied the drugs and gun belonged to his client. Hey folks, look at that, man. Here it is right now, Wiz. It doesn't matter. Allegedly, this man right now, Wiz, Jeffrey Williams, aka Young Thug, supposed to be worth, what, $8 million. Here it is, you look at it. They talking about he owned 4 homes, probably 4 mansions throughout the Atlanta area. But yet and still, here, 30 years old, you're rich. But guess what? You in a jail cell. You in a nasty jail cell, 22 hours a day, locked down. Folks, listen, man, I did 15 years, and probably 5.5 years of that I did in a whole lockdown, 23, 24 hours a day. And what I'm saying, it do have psychological effect on you. But once again, folks, listen, man, when I try and tell these young kids that's out there, man, there's no shortcut in life. Only thing come fast is trouble. Easy to get into, hard to get out of, man. So once again, learn. Learn from this situation right here. It doesn't matter who you are. Because once again, if you can have all the money in the world, but if you're out there doing dumb things, guess what's gonna happen? Guess what? You're gonna be in a jail cell. You're gonna be in a jail cell, locked down. And keep this in mind, perception is everything. Like I say, is Jeffrey Williams, aka Young Thug, is he the Boy Scout? Like, the football coach is saying? Like Kevin is saying? Like everybody else is saying? Is he a Boy Scout? Or is he a devil? The monster himself? Do he have two faces? Folks, listen, perception is everything. That's why you got to make sure you present yourself correctly at all times. Guess what, folks? You never get a second opportunity to make a first impression. Hey, listen, man, hit that like button, subscribe, share, support, donate. BGG signing off. Peace, love, and prosperity.
Just got my copy of Beyond Lucky by Brian Glaze Gibbs. Thank you so much for sending me my personalized autographed copy. I've had the pleasure of knowing you for a long time, so I'm really excited to get to know some of your stories and what made you you and how this redemption came about. I know you're a changed man, and I'm looking forward to seeing the whole process of how it happened. Thank you.
Oh, thank you so much, Brian Gibbs. I love this book so much. I mean, I was a fan of your YouTube channel, but now I'm like a real up close and personal fan. I really love what you have going on here. And not only that, but I too was once lost and now I'm found. So thank you, Brian, for this autographed copy. I appreciate you.
Have you checked your tire pressure today?
I don't have a flat.
Have you checked your blood pressure today?
No, I don't feel sick.